Hello, my name is Virginia Reese Terry, and today I wanted to talk on the importance of physical activity in children and adolescents. According to our own textbook, Promoting Physical Activity, a Guide for Community Action, children should take part in at least 60 minutes of physical activity every single day. Why is this? The same text states that scientific evidence has shown the association between physical activity and beneficial health and functional outcomes in children and adolescents. Physical activity is mostly encouraged among us adults. However, it's vital for the younger generation to begin exercise at an early age in order to live a healthy life as they grow. 5 days out of the week, children are at school. This means that there's a large need for school teachers and administrators to find ways to encourage activity among their students. Diamond, in a study called The Cognitive Benefits of Exercise in Youth, states that since 2001, 44% of school administrators reported that a significant time cut was made in PE classes as well as recess just to increase the time spent in math and reading. Diamond also states that as of 2013, only 27.1% of high school students participated in the recommended amount of physical activity, and only 29% of students overall, so elementary through high school, attended PE classes daily. So how does this affect the health and well-being of these kids? Diamond states that childhood inactivity is becoming a large concern. In fact, 5.3 million deaths worldwide are related to physical inactivity. A quote from the study states that, quote, over the past 20 years, the percentage of youth considered overweight is more than tripled. It's approximately 18%. Age 6 to 19, with additional evidence that life habits form early, with 80% of overweight youth later becoming adults who are obese, end quote. Another study done by Pewter and Munch agrees that childhood obesity is increasing in most countries and is associated with immediate and long-term health consequences. Thompson, the writer of Childhood Obesity, states that childhood obesity can lead to serious issues later in life. These include high blood pressure, joint pain, sleep apnea, high cholesterol, as well as insulin and type 2 diabetes, along with so much more. Not only this, but it states that children who are obese tend to have lower self-image and lower body image and self-esteem. Inactivity does not only affect us adults, it starts with the kids and children, both physically and mentally. So now that you can see that physical inactivity causes health and psychological issues in children, now it's time to look at the health benefits that physical activity gives to children. Have you ever just sat back and watched a child play or run around on the playground? They have so much energy. The video More Than Child's Play states that kids are meant to move. They are not meant to spend hours in front of a TV screen or even sitting at a desk in school. There was a study done, and it was called Exercise in Children and Adolescents with Diabetes, and it found that exercise not only reduces cardiovascular risk, improves self-esteem, and helps control weight, but it also minimizes postprandial glycemic spikes. This study also found that blood glucose levels remain stable in most types of exercise. The video More Than Child's Play that I mentioned earlier also shared a testimonial of a kid with type 1 diabetes. Before exercising regularly, his levels were all over. They couldn't be controlled. However, once he took part in his school's mile initiative, his levels started to level out. They started to remain consistent. Diamond's study also showed that research has shown that physical activity positively affects the brain's physiology and the cognitive processes. So this can be done through a number of things. It can be done by increasing cerebral capillary growth, blood flow, growth of nerve cells in the hippocampus, which, get this, is the center of learning and memory. So it's helping cells grow in the center of learning and memory. It improves attention, information processing, storage, and retrieval, along with so many other things. The same study showed a number of other things, like An increase in PE time showed a positive association with academic achievement. Having recess showed a positive relationship with the attention and attitude in the classroom. The physical activity in classrooms improves cognitive skills and attitude. And lastly, extracurricular physical activity also improved academic performance. So as you can see, physical activity is benefiting kids in the classroom. So by taking it out of the classroom or taking physical activity out of the school in general, you're going to be diminishing their performance rather than improving it. So what should be done? With the introduction and immersion of technology, as well as the decreased time in PE during school, children have stopped participating in physical activity regularly. According to Thompson, we should start to encourage physical activity among children. Get them to play outside or take family walks, something to get them moving. Look for opportunities for them to play and to be active. In the same way, schools should increase time spent in PE and in recess, and also even in classroom activities. Thompson suggested that decreasing screen time would also be beneficial. He stated that about 7 hours are spent watching TV, playing video games, or surfing the internet among children. Children get stuck in front of the screen and they don't take part in the necessary physical activity, all the while still creating unhealthy snacking habits. Thompson mentions that the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends no more than 2 hours of screen time every day. By reducing screen time, children can be guided to spending more time playing or taking part in physical activity. As you can see, there's so many risks to physical activity and so many benefits for exercising, and it doesn't just affect adults, it affects kids too. It's vital for kids to start participating in the recommended amount of exercise in order to create lasting, healthy habits for the remainder of their life. Thank you.